Well, good morning, everybody. I've met quite a lot of you before on visits, of course, and I'm particularly impressed that some of you came and spoke to me this morning. So we must have had a reasonably good experience of the visit. I'm the principal accreditation assessor, which means I go to the vast majority of visits for accreditation of BSc honours degrees. If there are people in the room today who are thinking of accreditation and haven't gained it yet, if you want to speak to me at any time during the day, please don't hesitate. And any questions, I'll do my best to answer them for you. I'm going to be talking very briefly about best practice, and then we've got some presentations from various places to give some examples. Mainly I'm going to speak about accreditation of BSc degrees, because that's been the most recent, as David said, but just to give you some idea about the sort of numbers of citations for best practice that are given for advanced accreditation, 163 over 23 institutions, and these break down into the various categories. Those of you that know the criteria will recognise some of this. A lot for academic excellence. Interestingly, not quite so many for research active, but a lot around the infrastructure supporting the students on these programs. Now, as David said, the accreditation of BSc degrees was more recent. We had the pilot in autumn of 2014. Anybody here that was involved with the pilot? Yeah, thank you very much for doing that. We're very grateful to you. The formal launch in 2015, and now we're at about 38. I've done more than that in terms of visits. I've done over 40 visits because sometimes you've been to an institution twice. If different faculties have applied separately, or different campuses, etc. Now, the facts and figures I'm going to show you are based on the first 3 years of accreditation, so basically up to December 2017. Now, although I'm mainly talking about best practice, I thought you might like to have a feel for how it goes in terms of conditions and recommendations that we give. And approximately 90% of places we go to have had conditions from us to gain accreditation. Now, it might seem a lot, but I'd like you to realise that many of the degrees that we've gone to look at were devised, written, put together before the accreditation criteria were written, before the handbook came out. Which is not too surprising that institutions would get conditions. But the vast majority of them are relatively straightforward to act on. And if anybody has questions about those before we do today, then please don't hesitate. All assessment visits get some recommendations for improvement. Now, in terms of best practice, one of the most enjoyable aspects of the job for me, of course, is to see all these wonderful experiences that students gain at our institutions. We've been able to cite over 190 aspects of best practice. But also, at every institution we've been, not necessarily cited for best practice, every institution we've been, students have been so overwhelmingly positive about their interaction with academic staff in our country. Absolutely fantastic some of the support that we give to our undergraduate students, and we'll all be very, very proud of that. You'll see that the specific citation says 177. What's the difference between the two? Well, there are some things that we have given more than once. Some of the students are not the same. So just to reiterate, very positive student comments on the staff, but we don't specifically cite it as a good practice because it's everywhere. It's great. We look at specialties. So 33 of the institutions have been specially commended for the Capstone experience. This is the final year project. There's a very large proportion of institutions. Interestingly, institutions may sometimes get a condition around their final year project, but also can be cited in best practice for other aspects of it. And one thing that we're very pleased to be able to report is there's about half of institutions, between two of these, we're able to offer a lab or field project to every student who wanted one. Now, we don't insist on lab or field projects for the Capstone experience. There can be other kinds, meta-analysis, bioinformatics, lots of other kinds of projects. But the reason these institutions are able to offer lab projects or field projects to everybody who wants one is because they also offer a very attractive range of non-laboratory projects, which often appeal to some of the best students, and that frees up sort of lab projects for everybody else. So, just necessarily based on exceptional resources. It's sometimes your imagination. Around technical skill, we've had 32 citations, many around imaginative ways of assessing student skill. We expect some kind of direct assessment of skill, not just indirect through a written report, for example, but can the students actually do it? There are some very innovative support things in place, students able to practice their techniques, things like that. Some good examples of field trips, and some cases, it's very interesting to observe the involvement of technical staff in departments in helping the students gain technical expertise. Our third criterion concerns transferable skills. And we average about one good practice on this per visit. You see lots of good practice. 6 institutions specifically commended for their work around team working, and 9 special ones on communication. But I want to draw your attention to my final bullet point on there, which so far we've only given 1 citation for problem solving. I'm not going to explain why that is just now. I'd like you to give some thought, if you can, to why that might be the case. And if you want to ask me some questions about it during the day, then please do. But we have some feelings about why that might be. The curriculum, we have requirements around physical sciences, math, statistics, and some essential aspects of the biology curriculum in the criteria. 63 citations there, covering criteria 4 and 5. It's lovely to hear sometimes students telling us how well they're taught statistics. We thought it might be one of the least popular subjects, but there's some examples of remarkable teaching in statistics. And we also lump into this category of student support, and we've seen some very interesting examples of personal tutoring system in various institutions. Our final criterion is around encouraging creativity, innovation, maybe even entrepreneurship in our students. We look at this in the core curriculum as well as what the university might put on as voluntary activities. Many citations, about 20 citations for this. We're excited about this because this is something that we want to encourage institutions to do, to give their students the opportunity to gain their creative skills. We have seen very little multidisciplinary work. We appreciate that's a challenge to institutions, time saving, all kinds of reasons. But I think it would be useful for our community to give some thought as to how we might be able to encourage some kind of multidisciplinary team working. It's certainly something that employers are very keen on. Very few citations on entrepreneurship or innovation. Challenge perhaps for us. So that's a little overview from me.